Hello students, you all know our chapter Biomolecules is going on. This is part 2 and today we'll study about simple sugars, lipids and fatty acids. This slide is showing about sugars, monosaccharides. These are simplest sugars which cannot be hydrolyzed further into smaller sugars. So they contain carbon atoms from 3 to 7 atoms. Just like triose, glyceraldehyde, tetrose, erythrose, and then pentose, ribose, and hexose, glucose, and haptose, pseudohaptulose. So you will study glyceraldehyde in plant physiology and ribose and glucose in the same chapter. So ribose, when you study about RNA, then there is ribose sugar, and glucose you will study somewhere else. I will tell you. This slide is showing the structure of glucose and galactose. So what you have to do, you have to draw these structures with your own hand in your notebook. Glucose and galactose are stereoisomers of each other. Their atoms are bonded together in the same order, but they have a different 3D organization of atoms around one of their asymmetric carbons. Monosaccharides means have either a free CHO or CO group, reducing sugars, and oligosaccharides when two or few monosaccharides are combined together with the help of glycosidic bonds. Glycosidic is a bond which joins the monosaccharides together, and just like examples are given here, disaccharides are sucrose means two monosaccharides are joined together. Trisaccharides are arabinose, three monosaccharides are attached together, and tetrasaccharides means example is given here. This slide is showing the structure of maltose, that it is made up of two glucose molecules. It's also called malt sugar. It's an intermediate in the intestinal digestion, hydrolysis of glycogen and starch, etc. It is and is found in germinating grains and other plants and vegetables. It contains two molecules of glucose in an alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. You can see at one side at one and the second glucose is having fourth position पे दोनों के बीच में glycosidic bond present है. So lipids are heterogeneous group of organic compounds. Heterogeneous means when different types of elements are joined together. And these are water insoluble. We have already earlier done that these are in the insoluble fraction, but they are soluble in non-polar organic solvents, just like alcohol, etc. And we have already studied that lipids are micromolecules, but they are present in the macromolecule fraction because they are present in the cell membranes, and when we grind it, then they come in the form of vesicles and cannot be strained easily. This is showing the classification of lipids, straight chain compounds and fused hydrocarbon ring plus long hydrocarbon chain, etc. For example, cholesterol. So they get into two types, simple lipids and compound lipids. Simple lipids are oils, fats, waxes, etc. And compound lipids are phospholipids and glycolipids. This slide shows the structure of cholesterol, and it's also given in the NCERT, and you have to draw it well in your notebook. This is showing the structure of fatty acid, palmitic acid, in which CH3, then bond CH2, and CH2 are 14 in number, and COH carboxylic group is present. This slide shows the saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acid. Saturated acid is butyric acid and unsaturated fatty acid linoleic acid.